Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first ever episode of Cash, Ash, Trash. I am your moderator and participant, Ali, aka Hoffa. You probably know me. And I'm joined by my boys here who we're going to set this debate on fire. And to my left, I've got. Who's to my left?
Dizzy.
You know, these are the first episode jitters, guys. We gonna get it right. So Loso to my left. Then we also got joining us all the way from LA.
Long Beach.
Long Beach. You and that
LB State.
LBC. Black Stephen. Then on my camera, sitting below me, all the way out in the New York metro area, I think out on the island, Big Dizzle.
Dizzle, but from LES. Even though I'm in Long Island now, but gotta still rep.
Represent LES.
Strong Island right now.
Representing Queens.
Whoa.
Run y'all niggas.
You're gonna start this Queens thing on the first episode. Save it for a different episode. We got Merc, the mercenary from Queens, Merc.
Not a word for it, but we can go with it.
We'll go with it. And then, lastly, joining me to my right, name, sir?
Stevie P, BX stand up.
Huh?
I think you don't live in the BX, bro.
Oh, it's starting early.
That's the Dayak over here, B.
Live in the burbs.
Oh, we pulling cards already.
I can't be mad at
I haven't
him
seen
for
Diddy in a while.
upgrading. You know, you got to do what you got to do.
Absolutely. And this is why.
I got kids.
Okay.
Because we all have to do what we got to do to make it, we decided to bring you this excellent show called Cash, Ash, or Trash. The premise of this show is we will debate topics in a structured format. We'll actually ask a question.
Not that structured, though.
Not that structured. It'll actually be probably a little chaotic by the time we're done. Cash means you're buying into it. It's a great idea, and you're going to debate why that's a great idea. Ash, you dump your ashes on that. You'll pass on it. Doesn't really bother you. Doesn't make sense. Or trash. We all know trash. Trash literally means trash. I am so frustrated with the fact that you think that's a good point that I'm going to go in. That is trash. That's the premise of the show. We'll have anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, depending on the topic, and we'll go at it from there. So we've got our first topic, and this one's a bit of a juicy one for the sports fans, and we're going to give it a full 10-minute time frame for us to debate it. So, you guys ready?
Yep.
Our first question, and of course, guys, once we post this on YouTube, please subscribe, follow us so you can get more episodes as they come out, and put some questions in the comments that you'd like to hear us debate on a weekly basis. We'll be glad to do that as well. All right. So the first question. In 3 years, or we'll just say when LeBron retires, LeBron James of the NBA, when he retires.
Trash.
Let me finish the question first. He will be the greatest player in NBA history. Cash, Ash, or Trash.
Double trash.
Los will start with you.
Cash, bruh.
Los says Cash. We got one for Cash. What? Steve's clearly saying trash. So one.
No. I say cash.
Well, no, the other Steve. Okay, so two for Cash. So Stevie P says Cash. Black Stephen says trash. Dizzle, what you got?
Trash.
2 for Trash, and then Merc, what do you got?
Basura, trash.
Yeah, tell him.
For those of you who don't speak Spanish, learn it. That's all. So, and I myself am a huge LeBron supporter. This is
Stan. You're a Stan. Tell him. Be honest, my G.
So I hope you guys who are watching this know what a Stan is.
You a Stan.
So,
I don't root for teams. I root for players, and I like LeBron. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here.
I will kick you off the show right now, my man. Don't ever disrespect the LeBron.
Not shivering. I'm not scared.
Oh, you're not scared? Well, you should be, because I'm actually putting 10 minutes on the timer now. And
Here we go.
3 for Cash, 3 for Trash. Whoever wants to kick it off, begin.
I'll start it
If you're
off.
the greatest of all time, you don't leave your squad. You don't go to other talents to win titles. Simple as that. That's the number one gripe on LeBron, and that's all there needs to be. Go. And also, you don't get swept in the finals.
Bam. That's it.
Listen, I agree with all that, and I've always been Jordan is the GOAT. But honestly, it's just stats. By the time LeBron retires, he's going to be ahead of Jordan in every category, probably number one in every statistical category. And by then, you're not going to be able to argue it. It's just
But he gonna play more. At the end of it, he's gonna play more games than Jordan too because he's losing so much in the finals.
But nobody checks.
He's gonna end up playing more games too. So that's
I agree.
But you got to remember.
Well, but
LeBron plays a different system too. He controls the ball way more than anyone else in history. And Jordan played the triangle. He's not going to have assists in the triangle. His main goal is to score.
But it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, people are just going to look at assists, rebounds, points, steals, and blocks. They're not going to care how he got them.
So let me ask you this.
Jordan's apparently Jordan's the GOAT, right? He got 6 rings. The GOAT should be Bill Russell. That's it.
Kobe's the GOAT, but okay.
No,
wait.
Nah.
Yeah,
Let's not talk
Kobe's
about
the
Kobe.
GOAT.
Let's not speak about Kobe.
Yeah,
Trash.
Kobe's the GOAT.
I'm already cursed. I don't care.
Kobe's the GOAT. Kobe's the GOAT. So let's just
back
get
to the Bill Russell.
correct
Bill Russell was
first.
playing with talent that wasn't even up to his league. Like, let's be real.
It doesn't matter. It's his fault.
He was 7 foot.
Is Bill Russell? That's his fault. That's his fault.
But that goes to LeBron's thing. It's a different game now. It's more entitled to offense.
So the
than it was
goal
back
should
in
be
the
Bill
90s.
Russell.
LeBron's not going to have the stats
rings, right?
In the 90s. Let's be real.
But this debate, guys, about the 90s versus now, I think that's just such a cop-out to, like, trying to figure out. You're putting two eras that have played completely differently. The skill sets are different for the game. You're talking about an era where there was more post-up, more mid-range game versus an era where you got 7-foot guys who pull up and shoot. It's a different game, and you can't compare.
But you asked us who the greatest of all time was, so we should still be able to answer that question.
But we have to come to an agreement that there is one statistic or several statistics that we'll use to make that, not just the era of play, because I think the era of play is hard for us to compare. We can't pick people up and move them through time, but we can.
I get that. But look at the NFL. You had a lot of great players back in the day, and now it's a passing league. A lot of receivers back in the day are better than the receivers now, but all these receivers now are going to pass them.
Exactly.
But I feel like
the best wide receiver is still Jerry Rice. Nobody's disputing that.
I mean, you're right about that.
Yeah,
You're right about that.
Statistically.
Yeah.
But
also the best.
Listen, guys, the talent level, the genetics on people nowadays is so much better than it was 20 years ago. Our children will be better than us, and their children will be better than them. It's just the way.
That's the myth of progress. That's not always true. That's the myth of progress.
So you're saying that the amount of technology in sports medicine that we've progressed in since 1970 has it made better genetic athletes today than there were back then?
But that's the argument for Jordan, though.
But that's honestly, at the end of the day, what ends up happening is all of that shit means something up until a certain point. There's a threshold. After that threshold, that shit stops mattering. That shit don't matter no more. So, like, you can only get a certain amount better based on, exercise practices or, like, science, whatever the fuck. There's only a certain amount that's going to take you. After that point, like, you still got to rely on talent at the end of the day.
You have to do something 10,000 times to be a master.
That's an expert.
Exactly. Yeah, Malcolm Gladwell.
Yeah.
So if you go by that, then yeah, LeBron's the GOAT because there's nobody ever been genetically gifted like LeBron in the game. Period.
And that's why I think the statistics line up.
But that's not what people say. I don't think that means automatically that you're the GOAT, though.
I agree with that.
But his statistics don't lie, and it's not like he has 0 for 8 in championship games. He's won 3 of them. I get it. I understand.
How many has he lost?
8. It's like 3 of 7 or something like that, right?
No, he's
3 of 6. 3 of 9, I should say. 3 of 9.
How many Jordan lose?
0.
The 2 when he went to play baseball because he quit on the sport.
And they came back and still pushed Byron Russell out the fucking way and drained the shot.
Oh my God. That was a fucking push-off, by the way. I'm sorry for.
It wasn't called no push-off.
You know what's funny?
In today's league, push-off.
That dude, Byron Russell, actually graduated from my high school. He was an alumni from my high school.
No wonder he had your kind of defense.
Yeah, hold on. Chill. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that, Ali. You don't want to do that.
You don't want to see
So hold on. So the year after that shit happens, he comes back to a pep rally that we had, yo.
I can imagine how that was.
Yo, we all like booed that nigga as soon as he walked into the stand. He was like, boo, nigga, you gotta push my Jordan, nigga, fuck out of here.
It's like, please welcome back, blah, blah, blah's very own
Nah,
Byron Russell. Boo!
we're not doing it. We're not doing
Show
it.
the highlight of MJ dropping the J in his mouth.
That's a highlight of Byron Russell's career, man.
It is.
Listen,
Yeah.
so here's the thing. Shaq recently said that LeBron doesn't really need to chase rings anymore. That's a debate that we have
Agreed.
in terms of his greatness. Do you guys, does anybody here think that he still needs to get another ring to solidify his spot in history?
If he gets one
Nah.
with the Knicks, he's a GOAT.
No.
Oh, okay.
I agree.
Where he-
I'll
where's
take
he going,
that.
I'm saying
Where's
Cash
Stevie
on
P.
that.
You
Where's
know
he-
what I'm
where's
talking
he-
about.
Where's he really going, though? Where he really going?
No, he's not going.
LA.
He's
Not going nowhere.
He's not going to LA.
I
No,
think he's staying in
Let's
Cleveland.
go.
he stay.
I don't
Let's
think he stays
go.
in Cleveland either. I think
Look, he about to
You
link
know-
up with Kawhi.
Cleveland's trying. Yeah,
To do it, man.
they're trying to pick him up too.
Yeah, man.
I think he either going to the Boston Celtics or he's going to the 76ers.
Nah, I don't see him
Not
going
going
to
to Celtics.
Boston.
I hope he doesn't go to Boston. I really don't.
Too racist for him.
Fuck Boston.
Boston's too racist
Fuck
for him.
Boston.
Fuck Boston all day.
Yeah.
Fuck
And if you're watching this
Yeah.
from Boston, thank you for
Yeah,
supporting.
you're trash. You watching this from Boston? You trash. You trash.
You put Ash up, but yeah, they're trash.
Oh yeah. Okay, my fault.
If you're watching this from Boston, hit subscribe or fuck you.
Subscribe
Thank you,
because
but-
every week we will mention that we don't like y'all. So fuck Boston.
Fuck Boston, man.
But okay, so I think finding the common ground on this conversation would probably be helpful. We're at the almost 2-minute warning here.
We found the common ground. Fuck Boston.
With that, we'll move on to the next topic. No. So I think, like we said, the statistics matter. Statistically, he will be the best. Now, I know that there's a way. Listen, we can spin anything, guys. We can say that he played more minutes than Jordan because he came out of high school. We can say Jordan left for 2 years, so that hurt his numbers. We do know that postseason numbers aren't counted in your official career statistics. They're separate numbers. So remember, all those like field goals made, which LeBron just passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar,
He's gonna pass him in everything.
they're not going to count towards his regular numbers. But his regular numbers at the end of his career will pass all of Kareem's, and that's.
But even his playoff numbers is gonna pass Mike too. Even if you separate him, he's gonna pass him in everything. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
How can
So
you
why
argue?
does that make him
So
the
the-
GOAT then? That
No,
doesn't
so the question
necessarily
is-
make you the greatest of players.
If he's number one in every category and he got 3 or 4 chips,
It's a different game, though, man. Like that's what we just said. It's a totally different
so,
game.
so hold on.
You can't rank somebody that played in 2018 against somebody that played in 95. Like,
So what
it's
you're saying
totally different eras.
So then here's the
what you're
question
saying
of the
is no
century.
matter what, he can't. No matter what, Jordan's gonna be the GOAT forever.
Oh, I told you,
Nah.
Nick
Nah,
Title's
well,
the
I already
GOAT.
told you that Kobe's the GOAT, so Kobe's gonna be the GOAT forever.
Nobody even
And-
argues that with
yeah.
Please don't say it again. All right, we're at the
Honestly, I've been saying that to piss niggas off.
we're at the 60-second mark. So this is the speed part. We're going to speed up into the last minute of this debate here. Now, is there such thing as a greatest of all time, or is it that just we've made up
Yes.
this debate in our mind because
No,
we
there is.
argue about?
There is.
There is.
Yeah.
But we can't seem to come to a clean consensus on what we're, because it's either championships or it's statistics or
It's
it's
everything.
And then we say it's everything. So what's everything, right? Is it how much money the player made? Is it like
No.
what they meant to their city? Is it
No.
loyalty to a team?
Part maybe.
I mean, I feel that plays. I feel like I'm old school, so I feel like that plays a part.
No, I don't believe that because the teams aren't loyal to the players. So fuck it. So why
Yeah.
should we be loyal to the teams?
True.
I agree with Steve. I mean, why stay in a city if they're not bringing in help? And, come to it, they're going to shit on you eventually.
Yep. They burned his jersey in Cleveland when he left.
Yeah.
Now they fucking love him again. Fuck out of here.
And they're gonna hate him again. They're gonna burn the jersey again when he come to LA.
You think that?
Why would you go
think
Yes.
that if you
Nah,
brought-
Nah, they won't.
I
They
don't
got
think
he got him a chip. They ain't burning nothing.
I
They
think
shouldn't, but
I think they give him a monument. I think they're going to.
Nah, they should.
They will.
Should.
There'll be a
they
monument
definitely
in
should.
Cleveland. There'll
There
definitely
has
be a
to be.
monument.
They got to. They have to.
So
It'll
here
be
we
the
go.
dunk. The dunk he does. He'll
Oh yeah.
dunk
Oh yeah. Witness, y'all.
that.
But anyway.
That'll actually be the
Yeah,
monument.
yeah,
With-
that'll be.
Yeah.
the monument.
With that, we have reached the 10-minute mark. So to wrap this up, let's ask one more time. LeBron James at the end of his career, greatest of all time. Cash, ash, or trash? What do you
Cash.
say?
Cash.
Cash.
Trash, but possible.
Tradash.
Okay, so it looks like nobody's changed their mind. We stayed with 3 cash, 3 3 ass, 3 trash. If you want to join us in the comments below, just put hashtag CAT cash, hashtag CAT ash, hashtag CAT trash with your opinion. Love to hear from you guys too. All right, that was a good first run, guys. I like that. That felt good, especially since we were talking about LeBron. Now everything else doesn't matter, so who cares?
Get up, quit. You know what? I'm not gonna say that.
Oh yeah. When he calls me and takes me off the show, and now I'm on the road with him, y'all gonna regret this shit.
Look at it. That shit. You've been dreaming of that shit. I'm sorry.
Listen,
You've been dreaming of that. You've been dreaming of that like this whole time we've been doing this.
Man, listen, I'll give LeBron a haircut if he asks me to. I'll be on the road giving him that fake lineup that he needs. You know what I mean? All right. So,
I thought you was about to give him something else.
This is a PG show, my friend. I only do that on the roulettes. All right. And now, back. Oh, here we go. There's a perfect topic to talk about, speaking of roulettes. So recently, a statistic has come out that 50% of Americans find it moral to watch pornography nowadays. Do you guys think that cash or trash?
Tell me how you really feel, Stevie P.
I'm watching porn right now on my phone.
He's got us.
I noticed the screen was shaking a little too much.
Things going like this.
So
screen doing the Harlem shaking shit.
So I heard cash from Steve. What else we got out there? Cash, ash, or trash, guys?
Cash.
Cash.
Yeah.
I heard some crazy shit that like 33% or like 45% of everything on the internet is porn. So
I believe it.
Everybody's trying to say cash. Man.
Well, I think the subject of this video is going to be 6 guys in a box having fun. That's what it's going to be. That's going to get us our view.
Pause.
Well, technically, we're 6 guys in a box and we're having fun.
I know, but still.
You're not about that? All right. So, do you guys?
I'll let you tell another joke like that, man.
Then you're gonna leave the show. That was my hope. So here's the deal, guys. Do you guys think that that 50% number is accurate, or you think it's more people?
Oh no.
Or do you think
I feel like it's more like 80.
80?
90.
I have a feeling that there's still a contingent of Americans who believe that like that Puritan approach to society is like somehow still respected, like being
conservatives.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to call them that because
I mean, let's be real. Let's call it what it is.
I think there's different levels of conservatism conservatism as well. So, but I think that at this point, why is it that this country tries so hard not to accept like nudity and, we're okay with people shooting each other in the head on TV, right? Like, or in a movie. But if somebody breastfeeds in a park, we find that like, please, like, what is that? Why is it people feel that way?
Religion.
Yeah,
So,
I feel like it's like that Puritan, you know what I'm saying? Like American was founded on like that whole Puritan Quaker bullshit. I mean stuff. So like it's just like I feel like that's just like it's like the heritage as an entire country. Our heritage as a country is like it's built on that nonsense. So it's like I feel like it's that overly like we don't want too much sex. But like it's so wild because like violence we don't have a problem with, right? So
I feel like there's still a mentality that like hiding things behind closed doors is much better than
100%.
open.
It's just the front. It's all the front.
Yeah.
Like if I like having sex with people of a certain age or skin color or something like that, it's like that I can't say that openly out loud because that's frowned upon. But if I live this kind of mirror image of a life of what people consider to be good, but do that without anybody knowing.
I mean, look at Tiger Woods.
100%. 100%. Look at like almost any pastor like that that walks through, man. Like they all do wild shit. Like I grew up as a Seventh-day Adventist, which is like this real strict like Christian, you know what I'm saying? Like sect. And like it was so wild seeing like everybody that was like high up in the church, like when the dirt came for them, like it was always the wildest shit. It was never like no regular scandal. It was always like some craziness. Like it was like a little boy and his cousin, and it was always just some extra wild stuff. And I feel like it's like all that religious stuff, anything like that's overly religious, overly like try to control your life. Like I feel like the people that live under that, they repress so much.
Yep.
So they end up just doing this shit in the background anyway, and like hoping nobody ever finds out.
It's true what they say, man. Whenever someone like is really, really against something, it's probably because they're that same thing.
Yeah, man.
Guilty
That
conscience.
shit always comes out.
Yeah.
You mean like Mike Pence? Who-
Yes.
Facts.
Maybe, maybe I shouldn't have said
Maybe.
that. They might get us banned on YouTube for that one. Fuck you, Mike Pence.
Like those, like some of
Yeah,
those-
whoa, that's
But-
hate speech.
But that's what it is. It's social programming. It's what
It's
100%.
past come into the future. Eventually, America will catch up with the rest of the world because the rest of the world is watching naked commercials.
Some of them. Some
Well,
countries are worse than here.
Well,
Of course.
yeah.
And most of them are actually like fundamentally religious countries. That's
Yep.
the one.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. Like America has this like huge liberal approach to contingent. Like the contingent is
Not in Trump's America. MAGA.
I was just gonna say that. You notice this new regime is supposed to be separation of church and state, but it's not with this
it's
regime.
not.
Nah, not at
Absolutely
all.
not. So here, I feel like we can go down a rabbit hole here and make a lot of our viewers hate us real fast, which is part of what we want to do as well. I want you to love us, want you to hate us. But here's a question for you guys.
Just subscribe.
Just subscribe. Love us or hate us, hit subscribe. Yo,
Even if you're from Boston.
even if you're the 50% who doesn't like porn. Listen, you guys think those casting couches are real?
No.
Oh, they're 100%.
Nah.
Fake. It's all fake.
Nah.
Oh, no.
None of porn is real. That shit's all fake.
You
The
think?
illusion
I got-
of it being real is what you want.
I got firsthand. I got firsthand knowledge on this one, guys.
Well, Steve was on the couch. Steve was on the couch.
Go on.
Oh,
I was never on the casting couch. I've never.
I thought I seen
He
you.
recorded the episode.
Nah, this young lady I used to work with.
Names. No.
Nah, I can't do that. I can't do that. Yeah,
Leave it
this
out.
young lady. Hey,
Or give us the porn name.
there is a name I could give.
Ali 2730.
What I can tell you is the young man, the dude.
I don't want the name.
Yo, wait till-
She was smashed. She got smashed by Brian Pumper in the
Son,
one of the man. Yeah,
she got smashed out by Freud Banks, bro.
look, bro. Yo, I seen that dude. That dude rides. They ain't even got no car. That dude's like on the train like every.
So tell us, does he
Every other week.
Are those jewels real, or he be wearing fake jewelry for real?
First of all, I've never been close enough to ask him. First of all,
Feel like I
I'm
like
not
your
getting like. Look, first
I
of
feel,
all,
I feel like he's the type of dude that if you got too close, he'd be talking to you, holding his.
Nah,
I mean,
yo, you know what's
like,
wild?
yo, stop touching yourself, bro. Why you?
You know what's wild is like the same day, a matter of fact, it's the same station I seen him at too. I was on the Blue Line taking a train home from work, and I seen Brian Pumper and Woven the Great. Y'all know who Woven the Great is?
Yeah, the dude with the
Yeah,
best
got
of- the best
him.
of luck, got him.
Yeah. I seen both of them niggas sitting at the. I'm like, yo, is this? Am I on IG right now? Like, what the fuck is happening? I don't understand. But I seen both of them niggas on the Blue Line in LA going to Compton. Shit was crazy.
After a long day of fluffing.
Look, man, it's tough out here.
So you ready? I know you guys weren't expecting this, but I'm gonna put you on the spot, and I'm gonna make you feel uncomfortable as your families watch this. What would you say is your favorite topic on Pornhub? What do you search for the most?
Big booty hoe.
So we're gonna go Ash on this topic. We're gonna
Oh no!
I'm opting out.
You cannot
opting
plead
out.
the fifth on this show.
I'm opting out. I'm gonna opt out.
Listen, man. You got,
1, 2, 3, 4.
I think I would say for me, it's a toss up, man. I like a lot of shit on there, but
You know what they do now though? Like I guess they like you know when you go on a site and like at the top it has like a video recommended for you.
None of that's recommended for me.
I just go by those.
Nah, I like the advertisements. They like, yo, hot bitches want to fuck in your area tonight. Like, yo, where they at?
every time
Where they at, bro?
they use your IP address, so you're like, oh, for real? She lives here?
Yeah, Kansas,
That's
Facebook.
hot. That's hot. She don't live
Know
nowhere
exactly
near
your
you.
zip code.
All right, so we're at the 60-second mark. So big booty hoes, I heard. Listen, I actually do like the casting couches. I think they're hilarious. I like anything.
Ali be searching for BBCs.
Is that big black?
Channel, not the channel.
I never searched that. Is that big black chicks? Is that what it is?
I love my girls. BBW.
That's BBW.
Type that want to get dry and then eat some lunch with you. See, Drake be having some bars. All right, so we're at the 30-second mark. So let's ask again, guys. The 50% of Americans that believe that porn is now moral, cash, ash, or trash. Cash.
That it's
Cash.
moral.
Yeah, that's okay.
Right.
It's okay. They said.
I think it's more than
I think
50%.
yeah, definitely more
They're
than
just
I
hot
feel
in
like
it.
it's, I guess I don't really care that much. It's ash for me.
it could be like 70. I'd say
All right.
70.
So we it looks like after the debate, we actually changed our mind because we all started off pretty hot with cash on this one, and then
I'm on cash.
we still.
Yo, you ever seen that shit that has the Google results for porn by each state, like the most searched shit?
Oh, yeah.
That shit's
Who has the
fucking
most?
wild.
It's like all the states in like Arkansas and Nebraska is like my
Like,
sister.
Yeah, it's like some wild
Oh,
shit.
wow.
Yo, you know what's
Yeah,
even
man.
crazier? They did the same shit with candy per state, and New York has sweet tarts. Who the fuck eats sweet tarts?
Oh, no, I don't
Nah.
Maybe outstate.
You're a hipster conglomerate. Everybody.
All right, hold up. Because all y'all from New York, right? I gotta ask y'all. Red Vines or Twizzlers?
Oh, get the fuck out of here, Red Vines. Twizzlers.
Red Vine.
Twizzlers.
I don't. Twizzlers-
Yo,
I don't like
everybody,
either of them, but I would only.
everybody I know from New York personally loves Twizzlers, and I'm like, I don't understand that shit,
is
man.
nasty, bro.
That shit gross as fuck.
That shit's
Red
nasty.
Vine is trash.
Yo, Steve, do you remember when we went to the movies? You bought yourself Red Vines. You took one bite. It was like, what the fuck
Trash.
is this?
Horrible.
Trash, yeah.
Bugging. You
Big
bugging.
Twizzler.
We should have made that a cash.
You
app.
bugging. You bugging.
Yo, first of all them candies like that are whack. They really are. I think if you go in, you got to go with traditional, like either you going heavy M&Ms or heavy Skittles. You know what I mean? You don't need none of that other shit in movie theaters. I'm not for all that like Milk Duds and all those other crazy like old school
Yeah,
candies.
nah.
That's just like you into that old shit. I'm like,
My dad
Also-
eats that shit. Like my dad eats like what's the mint ones, the chocolate
Mints.
little mint. Yeah,
Oh,
my dad puts that shit in his popcorn, man. I'm like, what
That's
the fuck
old
are you
school.
doing?
I'm not
Do
down
any-
for
do
spending
any of y'all eat
$10 for
candy
candy
caramel?
at the movie theaters. Hell no.
Nah, the best candies is the Swedish fish.
Swedish fish is fire.
Nah, Sour Patch.
Sour Patch. That's
Sour
it.
Sour Patch, yeah.
Sour Patch is really good. All right.
Nah, I like the sour straws if I got to pick.
Shit.
Nah.
All right, so we're gonna take this quick break here, set up before topic number 3. We're picking up some steam here, guys. So we'll be right back. And again, we're looking to get monetized, y'all. So subscribe, and then if you want some advertisement slots, holla at us. We're here for the money.
Straight up.
All right, we are back here, and Retro Fitness is being represented. I'm gonna bleep that out.
Free promo.
We got a sponsor.
Rob's got a 3-person gym in his basement, and he's got his own merch over there. So we are
Y'all
back.
mad because I got
He's
sponsors.
kidnapped Los. Los is in the basement.
Los in the face.
Oh, this is a personal trainer.
Oh shit.
No, Ali, we can't hear you.
Stop the music.
Moderator.
Oh,
It's your king.
Make fun of my phone. At least we can hear me.
No, still can't hear you.
Try again, bro. Nobody can hear you. Nobody can hear you.
You're dumb.
Trash. Moderator. Trash.
What if he's miming though?
trash. Ali's mic trash.
Yo, that would be
Right.
wild though. What if like something came and ate Ali just right now? That shit would be crazy. Pause. Yeah.
Yo, we can't hear you.
He's like one word.
Oh, now he's muting me. Now he's
No,
muting
no.
y'all too.
I'm trying to see if I can fix myself.
I hear you now.
Now we can hear you.
Fuck you guys. I'm back.
Oh, come
All
on.
right. Yeah,
Basically,
no, I was,
I mean, get better equipment, Ali. Shit,
Yo,
man. We all came prepared, my guy.
straight up,
What's good?
You guys couldn't help me. Like I was trying to tell y'all while I was muted that somebody was in my house. Y'all couldn't. Y'all wasn't even like trying to figure it out. Follow the codes. I'm giving you
Yeah,
codes.
no, that's why we was laughing. That's why we laughed.
Oh, that you laughed.
Yeah.
All right.
We get bigger cuts of the pie if you gone.
And shout outs to our sponsor, Unfriended Dark Web.
Used to guest starring.
Trash. Los. Guest starring Los.
Starring.
Pablito Escobar. All right. So we are back. We started off with a couple of hot topics. We're going to keep it going, and now we're going to move into
The hottest topic.
the hottest topic right now.
Easy
Our friend, some of your favorites,
No, he's not my friend.
He's your friend.
the friend of hip hop.
He's your ex-friend.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
ex-friend.
And that's why this is such a debated topic right now, because Kanye West,
Trash.
he's lost his place in hip hop. Do we think that
He didn't lose his
Kanye
place.
can actually make a comeback and retake his place in hip hop? Cash, Ash, or Trash? Go.
Trash.
Cash.
Cash.
He
He
could.
hasn't lost his place in hip hop. He's still talented. Now, culturally, he has lost his place. So that's trash.
But I feel like his talent was aligned with our belief that he was about something more than what he was. You know what I mean?
Also, you said culturally, right? Like, isn't that the whole thing in hip hop is for the culture? Like, isn't that the whole shit?
He's not for the culture.
So then
I
he's
agree on
done.
that.
It's a wrap. It's
But
a wrap for
he
him.
could definitely come
But this
back
is-
with some heat.
This comes back to like, same thing like back to sports. Like, if he has the stats, how are you going to deny him?
What stats?
But
do you
but if
believe that-
nobody
I still
listens-
believe that
Have
he's never
albums?
gonna have this.
I'm not
I
even the
believe he's
biggest
gonna have the
Kanye
stats
fan.
again.
But music,
I'm not even the biggest Kanye fan. Y'all were bigger fans than I was, ever
Yeah.
was. I don't like college dropout. I don't like late registration. I like what's the graduation?
808.
808's all right. I'm not crazy about it.
Life of Pablo.
Life of Pablo was all right. The fucking rollout was trash.
the difference between music and sport.
Worst rollout for Pablo or for this shit?
Jesus.
It's trash.
He's-
Jesus is
so
horrible.
so listen, the difference between music and sport is if nobody ever shows up and watches somebody play a game, the stats still count. In music, if nobody listens, it doesn't matter. And I think he's put himself in a place now where the crowd or the contingent of people that are going to listen to him is shrinking by the day. And that's why I don't know how you can put out fire tracks or fire bars or even fire music if nobody's listening to it.
That I disagree with though, because like just because he pissed black people off, like there's a whole Kanye got mad white fans that are still gonna
Exactly.
listen to
It's
it.
true.
Just because I feel a way about what Kanye said, don't mean like Megan next door is gonna feel that same way. Like,
But the difference
Wait,
between
you
you
don't
and
believe
Megan
slavery is
is
a
the
choice?
stations that y'all listen to.
hold on, I
the
don't think what.
the stations that you listen to are different. And Megan's station doesn't play Kanye. Your station does. And the moment that you stop listening, your station
I don't-
playing it.
But this generation doesn't listen to stations. They go to
Exactly. That's exactly what I was gonna say. I haven't listened to the radio in at least 3 years. At least.
I listen to the radio all the time. We need sponsorships. So
But the thing,
I listen to the radio.
the thing that's keeping Kanye more relevant now with the younger kids is his sneakers.
Facts.
It's not really his music. His music is still like us old guys, like still because we remember Kanye how we like remember him, and now he's fucking that up. Like to me, it's all personal. Like I feel like he's spitting on the people that like supported him and brought him up his whole career, and now because of what? Because you're saying some. I don't even know what the fuck is going on with him. I don't know where this shit is coming.
I think he has deeply rooted issues.
Sounds
I
like
mean,
he's from
he's in a different
Calabasas.
tax bracket now. He does whatever he wants. So
Yeah, but
pretty much the money changed him. That's what it is.
I agree with what Steve said, but then again, if he comes back and comes like, yo, I was lost, I don't know what I was thinking, and then drops some dope tracks, people
But he's
gonna be on his shit again.
He's been doing this shit for a while though. Because when does he ever speak out about anything? He just collects the money and fucking keeps it moving and stays in Calabasas or whatever the fuck, and he don't say shit. And now all of a sudden, when we're in fucking Trump's America with all this fucked up shit going on, Now he wants to speak out against
MAGA hat.
people that always
Well,
support
don't say he didn't used to, because like, yo, George
don't
Bush
like
don't
black
care about
people?
exactly.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, but
that's
right,
the
but
shit.
that was-
I think
that
like
was
for people,
us.
for people like me, I think that's what hurts, right? Is like you went from one extreme to the total opposite, man. Like, and it's hard to like, especially like it's hard to see like how Kim is not a big part of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel
No,
like
but he's not right. He's
Oh,
not right.
100%.
The loss of his mother and everything, he's messed up in the head. And he just came out and said he's bipolar. So a lot of it is.
Yeah, but you know what? I feel like there's a part of me that believes that by doing that, you're insulting all the people who don't have a voice, who actually have bipolar. It's like you make a mistake
agree.
nowadays, you can automatically say that you have a mental illness.
Right.
People who
And
truly
you
do
notice
have
that's
it and
trending,
struggle
right?
with it and try to address it, don't go to fucking TMZ and say the kind of shit that he said.
right.
So I don't want to like come off as a dick, but honestly,
No, you're right.
fuck him on that topic.
Yeah.
That bothers me.
But you notice mental illness is all of a sudden trending? Like,
It is, but
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because it's an easy way to get out of things, or if it's more so like.
I mean, but it's both. It's
Talk about
both
it.
because like it's an actual issue that like deserves attention.
Of course.
What happens is when it starts getting attention, all the scammers are gonna sit back and be like, "Oh shit, yeah, I could use that to get a day off work. I could use that as an excuse for saying slavery was a choice or like whatever the fuck it is." You know what I'm saying?
I think he didn't meant to say it like that. I think he meant like something way different. It's just the delivery was fucked up.
But you know what?
But I'm saying, though, but even that, though, right? He's a musician. He's a rapper, right? Like, his whole thing is words.
Right.
So how is that an excuse of, like, he
Right.
didn't mean to say it like that? What the fuck did he mean to say that?
Nah,
even just
Kanye.
talking like
Look,
that.
Kanye knows exactly what the fuck he's doing, man. Like,
No, of course.
he stirred up the nigga hops on Twitter a month before his album drops and like all these other albums. Like, come on, man. That shit that we know. I know exactly what that shit was. That shit
Do you
was
think that
nothing but I'm gonna drop this album and I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here and collect these checks.
So
That's
here we go. So here's a question for you guys, and this is why I said it's the most controversial topic, because the level of toxicity that's considered by people that he has right now. Do you think it's affecting the people around him? So, for example, Pusha T dropped the album, Nas just dropped the album. Like, you think like they're listening? The amount of people that are listening to them is decreasing because of the proximity to Kanye, or do you think it's like it's not that big of a deal for that?
A little bit.
But
I think they're getting some backlash, but not like a lot.
Ash.
But how many people are really not listening to their music? I don't think it's that many that stop.
Well,
Yeah,
I think there's also two kinds of people who say that they're not listening to the music. There's those who say it and follow it, and those who say it and they're probably still listening to it on the low. I mean,
Like
Steve
P.
oh, like Steve.
Oh,
Like Steve
shots.
I have not heard Kanye's album.
Kanye's album's trash. You don't have to hear it.
Yeah, not worth a listen.
I'm not downloading it.
Neither
Or
is
the
one
shit with Kid
Cudi.
Cudi.
The Cudi.
Now
yeah,
the
Cudi's
Nas
thing.
and Push album, man, it's different.
How's it different? How's it different?
I don't know, man. It's different.
I don't know,
You
man.
know what? That is the
He's
real
the
shit
OG
that's
Clips
said
fan,
all
that's
day
why.
here.
He's
I
gonna
don't
listen
know,
to
man.
Tiana
I
Taylor
just
now.
say it is. So, and I feel like with Kanye, I talked about this with you guys offline a lot. It's just there's a level of that we felt. I think he was built up as the savior of hip hop in the early 2000s, because it was like, yo, all we heard was about drug dealing,
Yep.
diamonds, and fast cars and money. And he came talking about how college, and like,
Regular nigga rap.
real issues that we had in our society.
He was woke before it's woke.
Yeah.
Yep.
Woke was out.
And I think he became this like indoctrinated savior for hip hop. And then when he actually just is who he is, we feel this level of like, wow, he tricked us.
Disappointment.
But did he actually say that that's who he was, or is it that because of what we heard him say? And remember, musicians have a right to play any role that they want. They can be actors in the studio too. Like, do you think that he explicitly told us that he was woke, or we just took it as he's woke?
Yeah,
because
we
of-
took it. We took it that way. Yeah, we took it that way.
I think it's both. I think it was both.
Listen, there's a reason Jay-Z deaded him. He's seen this a long time ago. There's
Facts.
a reason why they don't want to be nowhere associated with him.
Facts.
It's
And
because
they continue to distance themselves from him.
As
So
they
this-
should.
This album, hold on. The very first record on this album, Beyonce has a line where she says, J and B watch the throne. So number one.
Hmm.
And then on the song called Friends, Jay-Z lists every motherfucking body as his friend except for Kanye.
Kanye.
So like,
And you know
all of
Kanye listened.
100%.
Did he list Nas as his friend?
That album is trash.
He did not. He did.
Okay, so did he?
I'm
did he-
a respectfully disagree with that.
That album?
Which
Yeah,
one?
I'm a
Which
respectfully disagree with that.
The new
Which
Jay
album?
and Bey and
The,
Beyonce.
the Jay and Beyonce album.
First listen, I wasn't crazy. Second listen,
all I heard was Ape Shit, and that shit was fire.
Ape shit is fire. Fire.
That shit.
I
Was
haven't heard
fire.
anything
The
yet.
video was fire.
I haven't heard any of it, except for
Beyonce
the
has a better
tidbits
verse.
I heard.
If y'all asking me, I think Jay-Z ruins the album.
As much as I hate to agree with that, because Jay is like my all-time favorite MC.
It's sad.
It's sad, but yeah, like Beyonce is killing him on his album,
On his
on
own
every
album.
record, on every single record.
The rest of the
So
guys are not feeling this top copping right now.
I haven't heard the album.
I haven't
so I can't
heard the
really say
album.
much.
And-
Yeah.
I don't.
heard it.
I put it.
It's on
I say this.
Spotify
I say
now.
this. I feel like
It is on Spotify.
that album is definitely made for like
Last
couple.
point.
It's definitely made for wash niggas and like wash couples. That's like which I fit in
It's
both.
for
It seems like all of us except
100%.
Yeah.
It's for people with
Very
jobs
cool.
and have kids.
So here's the deal,
So
guys.
for the guys on the shed,
So we have reached our time
For our
limit.
main
So again,
demographic.
let's bring it full circle. So, will Kanye West ever retake his place in hip hop? Cash, Ash,
No, nah,
No.
trash,
trash.
trash. Where my card at?
But
Yeah.
Trash.
what are you saying
No,
his
not that
place
one.
in hip hop? I don't know
This one,
where
trash.
you put him. I never had him as a GOAT.
Well, I think he was one of the you put him in that conscious group of rappers where he was like you most
That
down,
backpack.
Talib
backpack niggas.
Kweli,
Like you remember,
Lupe, like the guys who you were like
Nah, he
they
was.
were
He
talking-
was.
I mean, he's still
he was
better
above
than all those
guys.
guys.
He was
still better
above
than
all those
Lupe.
guys. He was on the level of like Jay-Z, Nas.
Well, yeah,
Was.
popularity
He was getting
wise.
He's
Yeah.
never on that level of Jay-Z.
Yes, he was.
This
Yes, he
respect.
was.
He was working his way there. He was working
But
his
that
way.
shows-
He was already
shows
there.
why you
Kanye
so
was a
hurt.
legend. What are you talking about?
That's why you- that's why you
Wait, guys,
so hurt.
do we need to throw another 5 minutes on this topic? Is that what
Yeah,
you're
throw it
saying?
on.
Yes.
Let's
Yes,
start the
no, no.
clock again. 5 minutes. Go.
That's why he's so
Out of
hurt.
all those guys that you mentioned, Nas, Jay-Z, Kanye, people were waiting on his album the most.
that's true.
Never
He
had-
was sticking for Jay before 44.
But I think we're mistaking popularity with talent, though. Like
Exactly.
popularity
I'm
and
not
talent
talking-
ain't
I'm
the
not
same
talking
thing.
about talent. But Kanye as a producer puts him on the
That's
same
different.
level.
But they're not
Mhm.
producers. We're talking rappers. You just said.
I know, but
he's
we
a
said-
rapper.
I mean, honestly,
But hip hop is not
honestly,
only about rapping.
But hold up, but
Right.
is Kanye even really a producer anymore? Because that nigga collaborates
Nah.
everything. What? That nigga
got
ain't
that,
touched
bro.
that nigga ain't touched the drum machine in fucking years, bro. You
He
serious?
delegates.
to.
He delegates.
You don't have to,
He
though.
I
arranges.
agree with that.
Nah,
He
but
doesn't
that
have
ain't
to.
his. But that's not his
Yo,
talent. That's
just
what I'm
so
saying.
you guys know, I can delegate.
That's not his
if
talent.
you want me
That's
to.
somebody
And I can
else's
call me a
talent.
producer if you want. I don't know how to make a beat, but if you tell me that delegating makes you a producer, I'm good at that.
It's the
arranges.
same shit. It's the same shit that Dr. Dre was doing at the end of his career, right? Like he didn't.
Oh, are you saying his career is over, Dr. Dre?
Nah, this is what I mean. But this is what I mean. This is what I mean. Dr. Dre hasn't produced a record since the 90s. Like he hasn't put his fingers on a key or a drum machine since the 90s.
Yeah, and he had Mailman.
That's where
Eminem.
he
Yeah,
had
Mailman doing the
Mailman and
Well,
Scott Storch.
if you ask,
Yeah,
Eazy-E,
Mailman and
he
Scott
never put
Storch.
his hands on a key, huh? Rest in
Okay.
peace, Easy E.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, but the internet will get that.
We're gonna trash. We're gonna trash. what Ali just said.
Trash. No,
Either way.
but I think when you think about like there's a contingent of rappers that are considered like, they're conscious rappers. That's what they call them, like Common, guys like that. And I think Kanye, when he came in, he brought that group of people together. And by the way, he also aligned himself with folks like Dave Chappelle, people who were very RBG, you know what I mean? The Dead Prez, people who are about that red, black, and green, black solidarity, black power life. So I feel like even though I want to say that he wasn't explicitly telling people that he was about that, I think he was. He was telling people about that. And he's done
He was, man. His mom was an educator, man. Oh, was she? She was a professor or something.
I think so. Don DeWest, something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was something like that. He was woke, man. He knew about shit. I don't know what the fuck.
I mean,
But hold up. Real talk though. Real talk. We're gonna talk about his mom's like that. Like his mom's was the educator, but she also died having plastic surgery done. So like these are like the two different sides of like Kanye as well. Like there's like the woke side and then there's the vanity.
The
right?
liposuction side, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that by the way,
Kanye
that picture was hilarious with him looking
Which
like
Kanye
a
got?
soccer mom. Oh my god.
You said it's Kanye what?
Kanye got liposuction. He yelled it out.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
Oh,
lipo.
yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, man. I don't know. I think it's hard to put the Jay-Z Kanye debate into perspective because they do different things, both lyrically and musically. I just think that they're two different types of artists. But I think if you look at it from a popularity level, yeah, they were almost pretty. I mean, Watch the Thrones was kind of like the example of who did you listen to that album for more? Let's go around the horn here. Watch the Throne, the first Kanye or
Kanye.
Who did
Jay.
I went to the album for? I went for Jay, but they both were flames.
Yeah, on that album, they was both spitting fire.
See, at that
But
time, I thought it was Kanye that I went to listen to it for.
Yeah.
I felt like Jay was on the decline a little bit at that.
Kanye got him on Run This Town.
No, the
He
thing
got
is
the best
that
verse.
when that album came out, Jiggo's already, he was there.
Old.
What album he dropped before that album?
It wasn't the Magna Carta. It was no, it was
Blueprint 3.
yes.
So
No, American Gangster, wasn't it? Or
yeah, I think it was American.
Yeah, I think
Gangster.
you might right.
And
I think
American
I think
Gangster
American
was kind of caca, by the way.
Trash. They
No.
got- Y'all,
no, you're bugging,
I fuck
Ali.
with that album.
No, it was kind of caca.
That album was hard as fuck. You're bugging.
Nah.
Go back right now and listen to that album. That
So-
album was hard as fuck.
Yo, put the link down in the
So
chat.
Jay's on that. Everybody loves Jay. So then when Kanye got on,
I'm gonna say it. Jay been washed, man. Jay been washed for a while now.
bro, let me make one.
He been washed. He been washed, but no,
Let's get his point.
So when Watch the Throne came out, it was like, oh, Jigga's coming out with Kanye. It wasn't Kanye. Jigga's jumping.
Jay-Z was riding Kanye's wave at that moment. Kanye was
I
hotter
agree.
than Jay-Z.
I agree.
Exactly. So you listen to the album because of Kanye.
Agree.
No.
Yes.
No.
I think the hardcore Jay enthusiasts listen to it for Jay, but I think if
Exactly.
you looked at it from a natural publicity standpoint, it was Kanye. It was Kanye.
Yeah.
Kanye.
Now, if they came out with a Watch the Throne 3, I think they did 2 already, right? Or did I miss that one?
We all missed that one then.
If they did a Watch the Throne 2, who are you listening for?
Jay.
No one.
Kanye or neither?
I'm not
No
listening.
one.
Nah, I'll pass on Jigga now.
So
Yeah.
do we think Watch the Throne 2 would be Cash, Ash, or Trash?
Definitely trash.
Trash.
I'm trashing that one, yeah.
Trash.
Trash. It might have some hot beats though.
That's true. That
That's
Kanye
about
did
it. That's about it.
Kanye delegated to someone else. All right, so we have reached our 5-minute
Doesn't
mark,
matter.
our overtime on that topic. So now let's dig into a little bit something different. So right now, the state of hip hop in this very fragile place. Today we found out that Triple X Tentacion, I think that's the way you pronounce his name,
Extentacion.
Tentacion, unfortunately, according to reports, these are alleged, has passed away from a robbery and a gunshot attack outside of a motorcycle shop.
Bro, you
And-
see the video?
Unfortunately,
Man.
I did, and I think that
terrible.
it's saddening that
Shit is
that's
terrible.
that people are recording that stuff anyway. But
That's the world. That's the world we live in, man.
it
Yeah,
is.
man.
Fucking
But
clip.
some people
Okay.
actually live off of that and thrive off of that. And one of those people right now in hip hop who's into the beef, into the social,
with the blicky. Ah!
got the blicky got a stiffy
Trash.
Tekashi 6.
Tekashi.
Trash.
Is he lit in the streets right now?
Yes.
Trash.
Trash.
Cash.
Trash.
Trash.
Nah, he is definitely lit, but
He's lit.
people,
That bugging.
but people like in our age, we're like, yo, what the fuck this nigga's doing? All these little kids are like, yo, he's so gangster, he's a blood. Oh, look, he's doing this, he's doing that. Remember, kids are naive or ignorant with certain things. We already passed that
Is he
stage.
your cousin?
Like, he's a fuck.
I thought y'all were related.
Nah. He's like a distant relative.
He's not Salvadorian.
Nah, he's Mexican, bro.
Nah, yeah, he Mexican.
I know. I was to say, listen, man, you better stop
You know
talking bad about
MS-13,
him.
man.
He gonna see you at Thanksgiving this year.
You know MS-13, bro.
Whoa. We're going back up off of that one. I
no,
live in
so-
LA. There's way too many of them motherfuckers out here.
So my thinking is this: I say Cash, but some of the other guys would say Cash for one reason. I think he's figured out, or at least somebody around him has, that in this current state of hip hop and pretty much the current state of the world, views are king, right? That's really what it's all about. It's not about whether or not you're helping your society, which, by the way, he does a lot that goes unnoticed, whether you like him or not. I think what he does is he goes, if I put out a video where I go to a local school and help people buy their school supplies or go to Chicago and feed the homeless, that won't get as many views as if I go to Chicago and stand outside of O Block and say, yo, Chief Keef, where you at? Right?
That's
Clickbait.
true.
It's clickbait. So he's doing what he's doing to get the publicity. Now, with that, he dropped a mixtape, and no radio stations
Hold up.
actually play his music. But yet,
Hold up, guys. My girl's walking through the door right now. Hold up. Y'all keep talking.
what that means? We in trouble?
We gonna see.
Yeah.
we about to see.
What did we do? We got in trouble for talking with you?
Hey, look.
But I feel
Don't say nothing.
Hey, babe.
I feel like
The
there's-
Black Steve.
Yeah, remember, this is Bible study.
1, 2, 3, 4.
This is Bible study. This isn't cash, ash, or trash. It's,
Them niggas said, tell you we doing Bible study right now.
this is God, Jesus, or Mary. That's what we're doing right now.
I already just got chewed out for this. So. Get that
Robin's-
shit on.
Ro-
When you saw my head that way,
he's broadcasting live from the couch that he's gonna be sleeping on tonight.
my bad.
That look like the casting couch too, man.
Low sweat, no.
Yo, Lois,
Won't
go
be
upstairs.
tonight.
Go upstairs. So,
Yo, Los, what warehouse you working out of?
mm,
The one down the block from you, bro. Come visit me.
Oh, no, I'm good.
Dizzle cuts the lumber that goes over the
Real friends.
house.
How many of us?
So now, did anybody like listen to his mixtape in full? 6ix9ine.
Nope.
Refuse.
Got a couple of bangers on there.
I agree. I got it on my phone. There's a couple of bangers on there. Now, do you guys think he's trash because you think his music is trash, or do you think his antics make it hard for you to listen to it?
Both.
His music is dumb trash. That's all he's doing is act.
He said his music is dumb trash. Put a dunce hat on that trash can. No, I think a part of me believes that everybody who's like against his music can't get past the pageantry that is his
Yo, play that
person.
song, Ali. Yo, play Gummo, yo.
Nigga, did you say the pageantry?
It is.
Is that what you said?
It's the pageantry. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Trolling
But you
you.
did get a 6ix9ine.
Let that beat drop, Ali.
I'm gonna do that for him right now. Well, actually, I don't even know if we can play this without getting in
You
trouble.
can't. You're gonna get.
If you talk over it, it should be good.
Oh yeah.
What?
So I'm
Yeah.
gonna say, you know what I'm gonna do, just in case they try to censor it out. I'm gonna go, got the blicky, blicky, got the stiffy. I'm gonna rap the lyrics. They can't leave this out. Nah, I'm not gonna play it. Listen.
Thank God.
He wants to hear us play. He can call me up. I got advertisement slots. Holla at me.
But he's trolling you guys. He's not even about anything. I mean, not.
But we all know he's trolling. He says
Like,
he's trolling.
He just came out with it finally that he's trolling.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta sit back and enjoy what he's doing.
Yeah,
But what the
Hey, man.
influence that he has is the young-minded dummies are not thinking he's trolling and thinking he's glorifying shit that
Nah.
when we grew up with, we know is not.
I think you're underestimating the kids. I mean, they know what trolling is more than we do.
Nah, I think you're overestimating the kids. These kids are dumb regardless.
They're dumb.
No,
I mean,
time out.
dumb kids are gonna
I
be
think we're
dumb.
generalizing beyond belief right now, saying that they're either dumb or smart. They're
Yeah, all right.
It varies.
The
Well, of
majority.
course, they're one or the other. But I feel like we gotta respect the fact that hip hop music in general was founded on the fact that we want freedom of speech because you should let the listeners decide what they think is real and what they don't think is real. People who are dumb, it doesn't matter what you say, they're gonna take it for what it's worth. People who are intelligent can tell that a movie is fake, that TV shows are fake, that music is fake, and that the guy who gets shot 1,000 times in a movie, even though he keeps fighting, that's fake. People in America get shot once and die every 20 minutes in this country. So like, I feel like, you know, it doesn't matter. Using the idea that he should censor his music because the crowd that listens to it might not be intelligent enough for it. I mean,
Remix?
see, and look, I don't feel like killing nobody. I felt like dancing. I felt like after this, I'm gonna make me a sandwich and go to sleep. I don't feel like joining no gangs right now. You can listen to music and not.
we in real blood.
Damn, that sounds
Let your
awful.
nuts hang.
Anyway, we reached the 5-minute mark on this topic. All right, so we're down to our speed round, the last couple of topics here, and feel free, guys, to throw some stuff out too for these last few minutes. So recently, most of the guys.
Oh, hold on. We can throw out topics.
They got to be quick. 2 minutes.
Ali as a moderator.
Oh.
Ash.
Where's my shit at?
All right, I got a quick one. The NBA Finals.
Trash.
Trash.
Super trash.
I'm gonna
And that's
say
with the
Ash.
greatest of all time. I bet still
I'm gonna
trash.
say Ash because I really don't know if I believe the story about LeBron hurting his hand or not. But if he did, kind
I
of makes
mean, it was swollen.
HBO's about to release a documentary
Oh, yeah?
about the NBA Finals. Yeah. What's this guy's name?
What's it called?
Bill Simmons.
David Stern's project.
Probably. David Stern?
Adam Silver.
David Stern's not even there.
Adam Silver.
Man, you mad? Oh, you washed.
I'm washed.
Hey, watch.
I'm wearing a hat backwards on fucking.
Old ass.
I'm washed.
Boy, Griffey.
Hey, that's how you go and play basketball. That's how you go get your little pickup game with the backwards hat like that.
I played basketball in sweatpants with knee braces on.
Yo, Ali, why you look like Ari Spears?
Air Monarchs on.
Oh yeah, I'm over here watching my DMX impression right now. Oh, the dog's at.
Yo, he look wild like Ari Spears
With the,
right now. too.
yo, with the black backwards
I look
hat.
like
Ari Spears.
like Arabic Aries Spears.
Oh,
You
man.
look like Ari Spears, period.
All right. Listen. So recently, speaking of trolls, we lost one in our group chat recently. So for the watchers watching at home, you're like, what the hell are they talking about? So we have a group chat. Yes, we're on WhatsApp, and you can holler at one of us.
I still ain't been invited to this fucking.
we gonna get- we
group
gonna
chat
get- You gotta be voted in.
by the
We gonna
motherfucking
get-
way.
Trash.
You voted in.
We got to kick out the other Steve before we can get you in.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm good with that.
Whoa, hey.
A battle to the death of Steve's for Rick.
Hey, we can do that. I got some chat.
We're gonna do a rap battle. We're
Ready
gonna
to go.
broadcast it live on YouTube. We'll do
We
that.
can do that too.
Ooh,
Got some
maybe
bars.
a political science debate. I don't know, you fucking nerds. Both
Yeah,
of
but would you leave the group chat if you lost in fantasy football?
Oh,
Mm.
shit.
Mm.
Is that trash cash? Or
CBP,
ass?
he's talking to you. He's saying that, he said
wait,
that he said the first troll wasn't P. It was you when you left after losing.
Nah, that wasn't why.
It was
So
a joke.
Yeah.
Joke.
let the people.
He left because somebody kicked him out. They added him back, and he says, "Fuck yeah, I'm not coming back to the thread."
So
Bad petty.
one of the most disrespectful things that you can do to your friends and family in a group chat is just leave because it means it's like slamming the door in someone's face digitally. Now, Stevie P, who's joining us here, did leave at one point and has finally come back. Black Stefan has not joined the group yet. He is up for.
Black Stephen hasn't been invited to the group.
Well, there's an application
prospecting.
process. There's an
He's
application.
prospecting.
We're gonna give you a prospect patch for you to put on your leather jacket.
I got to go to the combine and shit.
Yeah, you have to work your way up in the process. But we recently lost a troll. So one of our friends, we're just gonna call him P for now, decided to pick up and leave the group chat. So flat out, I'm gonna ask you guys that are in the chat, and Black Stephen, please feel free to holler in as well as too. P leaving the chat, was that cash, ash, or trash?
I think that's cash. Fuck him. If he
Yeah,
wants.
cash. I got
Yeah.
to get rid of him finally.
I think I'm gonna say cash. I think ash.
I'm gonna say ass.
I've never met this kid, so
So I think
I got shit to
I
say.
mean, the thing is, if you want to leave and you add him back, that's what makes it funny because he gets upset. So I think we should just add him back.
so. We're gonna add him back, and then we're gonna put that in the next episode. So I can see.
Yeah.
Fuck that. We're gonna add that in.
Because he left the other.
Not for nothing. Since he left, the chat's been pretty good.
There you go. That was way to go. I was waiting for somebody else to say it. I didn't want to be the first one to say
That
it.
shit did pick up.
But the chat has become more conversational in nature. We talk about other shit other than just
Nah,
troll shit.
You know what it is when we talk about, we like usually like give our opinion. He just come with negative energy just to troll on purpose. And then on the other thread that I'm in, he always he always chose on Richie, and Richie gets mad upset.
So
So-
it's funny.
The moral of the story is Pete leaves all the threads he's on. He just leaves
Yeah.
off shirts.
So here's the deal. If you guys don't want to know who P is, just look down in the comments section. He's the one saying that this whole episode was trash. I promise you. He's the only one giving us a thumbs down for this episode. Check it out. All right. Guys, this has been fun. A really good first episode. I think we'll have a lot more to talk about in the coming weeks. Again, everybody, please subscribe so you'll know when we put these up. Hear different topics. Give us topics. Put them down in the comments. Send us messages. Thank you all for joining. This was fun, my guys. We'll do this again. And salute to all of you for joining us.
We out.
Catch me on the casting couch tonight.
Go on you.